From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll try the right side with Bell, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
I'm here all day.
Darnold. And an alley to run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Bell. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. So, lady. Spot. No.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
In the face.
From the 50, it's Darnold. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Darnold from the gun. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's the Jets punter now. Back deep, Antonio Brown. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Set 50, plant. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. 2nd down, Stidham to throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. 22 yards there, a first down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Now Stidham on first down. This is caught by Antonio Brown. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Come on, QB, come on. Who draw Corker?
Now it's Stidham. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 42 yards.
And the Patriot first down.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Stidham. This is White on the screen. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, he'll have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Play action. It's Stidham sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Ready. 8-3. 61. Max box right.
After the interception, here's Stidham. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, team 6.
Third and long. It's Stidham. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Darnold. And that's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every. Every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I know he ain't got it. Check. Protein spill. Let's go. Nice.
On 2nd down, here's Stidham. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Here's Stidham. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. On first down, Stidham. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard
line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I'm coming.
To throw is Darnold. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. His first half struggles continue. He has yet to complete a pass. Hard to believe.
It is, because I don't see anything wrong with him physically. Maybe he's a little amped up to begin with. Would have thought he would have settled down by now. I think someone's got to get in his ear, got to be a psychologist a little bit, and get him back on track.
The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now Brown. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Patriots take over. They're in the second quarter at Heinz Field, and that is now a 2-touchdown lead for the Browns in that game. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. Now Stidham, off play action. is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Second and 10 now. Stidham. Got a man. It's Brown. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now it's Stidham. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A run by Bell on first down, going to go nowhere as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Sign. 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
All day, dog.
Check. 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
Switch up. Switch up.
Now it's Darnold. Got a man. It's Berrios complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Here's Darnold. Found his target. It's Anderson. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check tight. Check tight.
Darnold from the gun. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They come out here in the eye. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll try again with Bell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Here's Bell. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They start the second half with Michel on the ground. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, it's Michel. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
On 3rd down, Stidham. Got his man, that's Harry. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Stidham. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
1st down, Patriots.
Let's go.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll throw on 1st down with Stidham. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll run with Michel. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Stidham, 3rd down from the gun. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt, and he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Darnold down to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
Here we go, sign. Here we go, here we go. Watch tight end. 3 down, 3 down.
On first down, Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Slam, slam, slam.
6-6, pull it high.
Darnold to throw again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go, defense.
To the air again, Darnold. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to go. It's Darnold. And able to connect with Berrios. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Darnold now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Bell, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after them now.
They'll go again with Bell. Bell a first down and then some. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. On the ground is Michel, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, high 7. Go, Jackrabbit. Come on. Ready?
Out of the gun, Stidham. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Good job by this defense, and now playing what they call complementary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out, force what should be a 3-and-out, and keep the momentum squarely on their side.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Get off the field.
Back to throw, Darnold. This one left side caught by Barrios. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Blue draw quarters.
Don't let him breathe, defense.
Go, Mike 51. Mike 51. Ready?
Now Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First down, here's White. Dancing away at the 30. And he's taken down inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
At the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 10. And the Patriot 1st down.
Back now here on EA Sports. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football.
Jonah, 18 Gator.
Check 53, Mike. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Try to pound it in here with Michel. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Stidham. Forced out to his left. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Now Stidham. And Brown's got it. Touchdown, New England.
They can't see us.
Antonio Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Another try after the 1st down sack. Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Joe Williams. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right, he talked about being cool. And Brown's got it for a New England touchdown. Antonio Brown with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
On 1st down, Swift. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to air one. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Darnold. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Here's Darnold. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
58, come on. What we got? What we got? What we got?
Let's go.
And they take a knee.
Skipping on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard, and it's third down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Skipping on the keeper. A loss of a yard brings up fourth down.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Pats, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.